Hey, what's up guys? Zeus and Zarrilli here, and we are in Fenwick Island about to show you one of my favorite restaurants, One Coastal.
That's right, it was founded by Scott and Carly Carey, opened in July of 2014 as an extension of Carey's farm, where Carly grew up. Now this restaurant had an amazing run and would eventually put One Coastal on the map as one of the greatest farm-to-table restaurants to visit here in Delaware.
But sadly, in 2020, they were faced with so many issues due to pandemic, like many restaurants and small businesses. Staffing issues, so many different things, and they also wanted to focus on their family, so they decided to sell.
Now enter Chef Matthew Kern, an avid fisherman and James Beard nominee. At the same exact time, he was looking for new opportunities.
So, mutual friends would connect Kern and his wife Karen with the Careys before the restaurant even hit the market. And it was decided that the Kerns would be the new owners of One Coastal.
So in August of 2021, Kern became the new executive chef of One Coastal in order to help ease them into the transition of ownership.
And it was all kept a secret, and in February of 2022, the announcement was made that Chef Matthew Kern and his wife Karen were now the new owners of One Coastal.
So here we are today to show you what true farm-to-table cuisine is all about. And we gotta see what the hype's all about.
Exactly. So without further ado, we are now going to take you inside and show you what's cooking in One Coastal.
We are a small American farm-to-table restaurant. We really wanted to showcase just what the Mid-Atlantic is.
Matthew Kern is a man on a mission. The executive chef and owner of One Coastal strives to make his restaurant one that showcases everything about the local area, from the people who live here, the fish that swim here, to the food that grows here.
One of the greatest things that makes Delaware or Delmarva a beautiful place is that we have so much farmland. We are losing that farmland. And if you take a place that is very special and unique, and then you take away all the unique things that made that place special, what do you have but just another beach town?
His advocacy for authenticity when it comes to cuisine started in his 20s.
I started working at a French brasserie, and we had farmers coming in with dirty hands and smiles on their faces, and it was amazing to meet them and to see the ingredients that they had that I've legitimately never seen before.
Those ingredients, he says, do require more work, but it's worth it.
Not only is the One Coastal experience elite, it's also educational.
When you have an understanding of really what's in season, and then you're starting to cook things that are on offering. I mean, this is who we are, this is what we are. We're the Mid-Atlantic. Why not showcase exactly what that entails?
What does that look like? Here's a hint.
Right now I have this beautiful yellowfin tuna. It's coming out of Ocean City. I have some beautiful scallops coming from New Bedford, New Jersey, and they're amazing.
Matthew educates his entire staff so that they can turn around and educate those who dine here.
All of a sudden they look at it differently. And if you can get that spark, if you can grab somebody's attention and grab them by their heartstrings, I think you have a customer for life.
Make no mistake, Matthew does not do this alone.
I have Skylar, my pastry chef, and Derek, my executive sous chef. That's Meech back there in the tan apron. And then Kevin's back in the dish pit, just getting some of our pots clean so we can keep prep going. I also have Lex, who's my garde-manger cook. I have Tyler, who's just enjoying his day off with his girlfriend today.
He says being an executive chef is about being a teacher.
And the lessons extend far beyond food.
The best chefs that I've ever worked for, not only taught me how to make food, but how to live.
He's sharing those qualities with everyone else who works here, too.
I think people make a restaurant. I think food is really important in a restaurant, but equally is how you're treated. When you come in, are you greeted with kindness? Is there compassion?
Matthew never imagined he would end up an executive chef.
In fact, when he was young, he wanted to be a musician, but now he can't fathom things any other way.
You can have an incredible life and find eternal happiness by just doing something you love. or something you're proud of by using your hands, getting your hands dirty. And I think that work is very rewarding. And if you can share that story along with a plate of really delicious food, you know, it's eye-opening.
We'll get a good look and taste of some of that delicious food when What's Cooking Delmarva on DelmarvaLife comes back.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to What's Cooking Delmarva. Now, we are in the kitchen with my good friend, the main man, Matthew Curran. Thanks for having us, Matt.
Hey, thank you for being here.
So what are we making today, man?
So we have a couple things to kind of highlight exactly what's in season on Delmarva right now.
I love it.
We're going to start out with a tuna crudo. And then secondly, we're going to be showcasing some scallops. You got to start out by the freshest tuna. We get tuna in every day. These are these scallops that I'm getting from New Jersey.
Absolutely.
They're plump. They obviously have some towel dripping, but that's how we keep everything nice and dry so that we get a good sear. As you can see, this beautiful dark rich color, that's what you want. And we only use the belly. It's just got a lot more emulsified fat content. It's more flavorful, it's tasty. And it's all about the texture when you're eating fish. As soon as we flip, we're gonna add a pat of really good butter, just unsalted. And we're gonna throw some thyme in here. It's gonna pop. And it's really important just to make sure to give yourself some time. And what we're doing is just like with a Thanksgiving turkey, we're gonna baste. Awesome. And this allows the scallop to cook evenly. Finishes off with a really beautiful color. And anytime you smother anything in hot butter, it makes it better. We have this beautiful Thai basil that we're also getting from Chesterfield Heirlooms. I just like to take a few leaves, usually around 7 or 8. And we're just gonna roll these up real fine. And we're gonna shift them. Kind of take my stem and then a nice slice.
So what do we have here, Chef?
So these leeks are coming from Eastview Farms. This asparagus is coming from Pfeiffer Orchards. Next, we're gonna use some of our kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is in season right now. We now have some oyster mushrooms. This is from Eastview Farms. First farm in Delaware to grow mushrooms. So I make a ginger ponzu. It's like equal parts soy, rice wine vinegar, mirin, little brown sugar, fresh ginger, and then like scallion bottoms and some garlic. This is like that magic sauce. You can put it on anything and it's almost like cheating. This is where I like to add a little bit of fresh thyme. This is coming right out of our garden in the parking lot. We're gonna turn on our heat on our porcini puree.
Okay.
And what we do is we use the stems from our mushrooms and some dried porcinis to fortify this beautiful cream sauce that just highlights mushrooms. And then what we're gonna do here is add some of this beautiful arugula that we're getting from Chesterfield Heirlooms. This is a gochujang aioli. Wow. Gochujang is a fermented Korean chili paste.
Wow, that's good.
Adds heat, adds richness, and adds fat. So you're balancing textures and flavors. So the last fun component I have that makes everything pop to play with the sweetness of the scallop is this blackberry gas streak. Now a gas streak is when you make a caramel and then you add vinegar. Sweet, sour, it's got all the things you need. And then these are some Virginia peanuts. We dehydrated and then seasoned, kind of dry roasting. And then we're gonna take our mushrooms, our asparagus, our toasted leeks. Now what I really like with my dishes is if I'm gonna put 5 bites or 15 bites on a plate, I want you to get everything involved with each bite. And then just for a little razzle dazzle, we have some beautiful sorrel, also grown from Eastview Farms. And we'll just pop a few leaves of these on here.
So here we are, Katie. We are about to throw down on this grub. I'm going to start on this tuna crudo here.
I'm salivating over these scallops here.
All right,
I've got
let's do
to
it,
give them a try.
Oh my goodness.
You can almost see how fresh everything is too. Usually you can. It's obvious.
Look
All right,
at this.
here we go.
And you know what? I don't really get too excited when it comes to just trying foods. But when he pulled out these sea beans, I was like, oh
yeah.
my god! And if you've never had these, they're salty. And, oh, that's so good.
Let me give this a go here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you took the words out of my mouth. There's like, that is probably like the smoothest scallop I've ever tasted in my life. Oh my goodness. Wow.
How good is that?
Wow. And a little kick to the aioli. And I like the addition of the peanuts.
Yeah, they add that little crunch.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Oh, this is nice.
that is a good scallop. Oh my goodness.
Here's the deal. I love his food. I love what he's done with this place. But I really think what I'm gonna forever remember about One Coastal is the passion that Matt has for what he's doing.
Absolutely, 100%. You know what? And that passion really does shine through in his cuisine. Look, guys, if you haven't been here yet, you have to come out and give this guy a try at One Coastal. All right? I'm Zeus, my girl Zarrilli, and we will see you here next time on What's Cooking Delmarva.
Ciao.
I'm going back in.
Me too.